So they say in space no one can hear you scream, but in ISS, pretty much everyone in it struggles to make you give a shit. It puts together an interesting what if scenario, but then rushes through it so badly that the whole thing just feels abrupt and strangely apathetic. ISS stands for International Space Station, which is where the entire movie takes place. 3 American astronauts and 3 Russian cosmonauts have an easy alliance with each other. Easy because they all know to never bring up politics in each other's company, which is pretty much a good rule of thumb for any public gathering where you don't want people to kill each other. That the peace will soon be broken is an easy thing to guess, as soon all 6 look down at Earth to see massive fireballs erupting. Then both receive news before their comms go out for good that both of their nations are at war and to take over the space station by any means necessary. And this is where ISS basically becomes frustrating. It has moments that can be described as exciting, but the film kind of takes on a one-dimensional, predictable structure. The film was directed by Gabriella Caberthwaite, and I mean, she leaves no real time for questions to be asked and paranoia to build. And I mean, you get some of these times where the characters will give, another non-nation character side eye or something like that, but that quickly dissipates, and which is a shame because these characters are where they are because of deductive reasoning. There should be some build of psychological tension here, yet the film wastes no time on trying to think of how to proceed in a scenario like that. Instead, it turns to horror cliches right away, like one guy just suddenly becomes a psychopath, others go full soap opera and become treacherous, a bland romantic subplot is just there as a jumping off point for a big fight. And then one guy's betrayal towards the end of the movie happens because the third act just kind of needs a twist, I think. And it all just seems to be leading nowhere. The one character we seemingly know we can count on to do the right thing is Kira, who's played by West Side Story's Ariana DeBose, who apparently won an Oscar for that. I completely forgot that already. I think a lot of people are going to forget that she's an Oscar winner after this one, too. I mean, she kind of does come off as the best character in the film, but also just one of all 6 who make decisions based on the machinations of the script rather than off of any type of reason. This is not a good performance piece from anyone in this movie, which sucks because I love Chris Messina. I love Costa Ronan from The Americans. Pilu Asbeck does a pretty nice job here of a conflicted character. John Gallagher Jr. and Masha Mashkova, who's kind of hot. They all kind of creep through the interior of this ship, pretty much hollow people just waiting for their big moment to play out an ulterior motive or what have you. That they are as dull as they are becomes a distraction, so much so that I didn't even feel much in the way of claustrophobia as this whole thing plays out. The special effects were all right. They feature very well in one outer space shot featuring Messina, but other than a few brief moments, I mean, the film as a whole is tension free and barely has a reason for being, and that's why I'm giving it a C, guys. But that is my opinion. I'd love to hear yours. Let me know down below there. Also, if you could, click that like button, click that subscribe button, and I hope to see you back next time. I thank you so much. Bye bye.